it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? Tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in. Appreciate everybody here in the building. Hold on real quick. Let me get it right. Start the live off right. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot to talk about. I was gonna do a respect my perspective episode, but it was late, bro. I was watching the NBA game and all that. That debacle, that devastating loss from the Clippers. They ain't come out there and come to play. But first thing I want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, what's been the talk, that breaking story, the biggest story, besides what's going on in the NBA, is basically Ryan Garcia taking performance enhancement drugs and shit like that. First off, I don't think he did do it, but at the same time, it's like when ESPN or these big, you know what I'm saying, companies that's been following sports since the beginning of time come out with these type of stories and shit like that, that's blood work. You dig what I'm saying? Like either somebody tampered with his results or he really did that shit. You dig what I'm saying? Like I said, now do I believe that he took the performance enhancement drugs? Nah, I don't believe that he did that shit. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, you can't really lie on no blood work. You can't really, like, the only thing I could see that they did was tamper with it. But at the same time, like, you gotta look back at DeAndre Hopkins. Now, if you look back at DeAndre Hopkins and his situation, he was suspended for 6 games, I think, last year. If I'm not mistaken, it was the year before last. It was the year before last when he was playing for the Cardinals. It was that same steroid that start with an O. It was but the thing was, DeAndre Hopkins came out and said, basically, um, like the NFL, I know this for a fact. They give you a list of what not to take for like supplements and stuff like that. You dig what I'm saying? When you in sports and shit like that, of course people gonna try to bulk up or they gonna try to slim down or whatever the case may be. So they give you a list of supplements that you cannot take. That's you know what I'm saying. That's in the realm of taking steroids, in the realm of taking performance enhancing drugs. You dig what I'm saying? So once he took that, once he took that actual drug or whatever, it wasn't on the list. The list that they gave him, DeAndre Hopkins, the list that they gave him, that drug wasn't on the list. But they came back around and spin the block and said, "Oh, this is an enhancing drug, so you can't sit up here." And they suspended him for 6 games. That's why I said in my short that maybe he did take some type of supplement within his training regimen. I don't know. I'm not saying. I'm just speculating that when he came back, that it was an actual, and somebody told him, "Hey, this is not a performance enhancement drug." I don't know how it is in boxing. I don't know if in boxing they give you a list of, you know what I'm saying, what not to take for performance enhancement drugs. Then they give you a list of what you can take that's not under that, you know what I'm saying, jurisdiction. So that's what I'm saying. So me, like I said, I don't really think that he took it, but at the same time, he could have took a supplement that he didn't know that it was that, and now they spinning the block and saying that he took. So it's really trying to make him look bad for the simple fact that, look, he came in overweight, 3 pounds overweight. He his interviews, his face off, all that shit was kind of like off the realm of what we known in boxing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, boxing has always been a serious sport. Anything that's combat has always been serious. You feel what I'm saying? So when he was doing all the antics, it kind of made him look like, oh, he wasn't taking it serious. You dig? So now when you come back after the fact, he won, he gets his triumph. He didn't get the belt, but at the same time, like, he got what he wanted. He got the dub. He got, you know what I'm saying, the whole boxing world on his side. You dig what I'm saying? So now it's like, okay, you do that. Now it's kind of like, oh shit, we gonna throw this wrench in there and say that he did this, that, and the third, when that's all it is making him look bad, bruh. And we all know what, like, steroids in sports, it's like, it's detrimental to your career. However you want to look at it, steroids to your look at what it did to baseball. It's a whole era of the '90s and baseball that got something to do with steroids that people just disown. You're not getting into the Hall of Fame. Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire. I don't know if Sammy Sosa's in there or not. Like if you're like steroids in sports is like oil and water. It just don't go together. So that's why like that whole thing with the steroids and all that is really making Ryan look bad. And I don't know if like you can retest him. I don't know how they're gonna go about it. Is this final? I don't know if this final or this allegations, because it's like, how do you even come back from this if you Ryan Garcia like, oh, I didn't do it. Okay, yeah, you're saying you didn't do it, but at the same time, the blood work is saying you did. So how do you know what I'm saying? How do you transfer back and forth from that? How do you recover from what they're saying that you did? And to be honest, if you look at that fight between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, it don't even look like Ryan needed to take performance enhancement drugs to beat him, because Devin couldn't see the left hook that was coming regardless. We all knew what Ryan Garcia was going to throw, the left hook. He couldn't stop it. You dig what I'm saying? So to all is well ends well. That's my thoughts on the Ryan Garcia situation. I just hope that things come out on a good note for him. You dig what I'm saying? Because he put in the work. He obviously got the dub. Like, don't take the dub from him just off some shit that, like, especially if it's a lie. And it like I got the report when I was chilling in the house, ESPN app, all that type shit, dun and seeing that shit. I was like, what the fuck? Like, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way, bro. We talking about professional boxers, bro. These guys train. They do this shit for a living, bro. All this shit that we talk about, regardless if I'm talking about boxing, football, basketball, like these, they do it for a living, man. Y'all, so 100% say y'all really think that he took that shit. Y'all not gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, maybe, like, it, like, drug tests are human. I mean, somebody can go in there and do some shit to a test, bro, for a fact. That's a fact. People, what I'm saying, it is some shitty ass, cruddy ass people out here that'll do some shit like that. 100%, man. 100%. Going into tonight's game. Will Philly win tonight? Okay, now going into tonight's game, we got Philadelphia versus New York, and I think we got is it Orlando? I think it's Orlando and Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken. I think Philly and New York do play tonight, though, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not for sure. I gotta look it up. But if we go Philly and New York, Tyrese Maxey stepped up in game 5 to force a game 6. A lot of people were saying that Tyrese Maxey is the new face of the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm saying this, and I know a lot of people going to dick ride Ant-Man, and don't get me wrong, Ant-Man deserves all the credit that he's been getting. But for me, like, you have to, like, you can't just put somebody at the top of the pedestal and don't have nobody to challenge him there. You can't. There gotta be somebody to challenge that pedestal. You feel what I'm saying? When we talking about the face of the NBA, Tyrese Maxey is up there. Jason Tatum is up there. Luka Doncic is up there as the face of the league. Yes, sir. We talk that you have to have somebody. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's going to challenge Ant-Man on the rise. Now this whole playoff run, Eastern Conference and Western Conference, this is not only for the playoff run to get the championship. This playoff run is for the face of the league. Whoever gets to the finals and got to go through whatever path they got to go to get to the finals, they will become the face of the league. Ja Morant, I feel sorry for you because you've been hurt. You've been going through shit. Because at one point last year, everybody was talking about Ja Morant being the face of the league. We wasn't even thinking about Ant-Man being the face of the league. Don't get it twisted. Ja Morant was doing some spectacular things, but because he went through what he went through, and now Ant-Man has emerged, now it was, Ant-Man's going to be the face of the league. So all of it is subjective, but at the same time, it's all about who's playing on the floor right now. You dig what I'm saying? So for me, going into this game, Philadelphia versus New York, I'm taking Philly. I think Philly don't go like that, bro. I think it's gonna be a close game. It's gonna come down to the wire again. It's gonna be a buzzer beater. This has been one of the best series that has been in the first round. I'm taking Philly to come across to get the dub, bro. I think Tyrese Maxey is going to have another great game. He might go for 40 again. Joel Embiid, you can't turn the ball over 10 times. That's no slight on Jalen Brunson in New York. MSG gonna be jumping. MSG is one of the greatest venues right now in the NBA. It used to be Golden State and all that, but like since they moved from from the Oracle to their new stadium, and then Boston, I don't know if it's still called the Garden. I think it's called TD Garden now. But like MSG, when you just pay attention when you watch this game that's gonna come on tonight, Philly versus New York. I just want you to watch the crowd, watch the environment when you watching the New York Knicks, and you gonna see how live it is in there, bruh. I'm telling you. Oh no, they going back to Philly. They playing in Philly. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm tripping. They gonna play in Philly. They playing Philly. They playing Philly. Okay. So yeah, Philly got to come out. Philly got to come. Y'all got to show up tonight, Philly. I know the last time they was in Philly, there was a lot of New York fans in there. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the mayor or somebody rich bought a whole bunch of tickets for Philly fans, so Philly fans could show up in the arena and do their thing, bro. But like, I'm going with Philly. They going Tyrese Maxey. I think Orlando, if I'm not mistaken, Orlando and Cleveland play tonight. I think Cleveland. I don't know. Or don't sleep on Orlando. Them Orlando boys, Bonchero and Wagner and all them, whatever his last name is, bruh. I don't know, bruh. I'm gonna go Cleveland though. I think Spider, Cleveland needs to get out of that round because Boston won yesterday. They got out of there in 5 or 6. Cleveland needs to win this series. They don't need to drag it on. The more it drags on and the more you give Boston a chance to rest, it's gonna be bad for you as Cleveland, because I really believe like Cleveland can give Boston a run for their money. If Miami can get a game, and I know they shot crazy from 3 that game that they won, but if Boston can, if Cleveland can if Cleveland can get out of this series right now, they have the roster to compete with Boston. I'm not saying they're going to beat Boston, but it'll be a more competitive series. When you got Donovan Mitchell, Garland, Mobley, Levert, they have pieces around in Cleveland to challenge Boston. Boston hasn't been challenged at all. Miami got that one game from the way they shot the 3 on game 2, but other than that, Boston was going to take care of that series, no doubt. You dig what I'm saying? And that's crazy. Now, there's one more thing that I got to get to. And I got to get back to work, guys. I appreciate everybody that's in the building. There's one more thing that I have to get to. And I really need you guys to tap in on this poll right here. And it's something that I was listening to everybody talk about. Okay, we got to talk Coach Prime. And I only got a few minutes. I got like 7 minutes left before I got to get back to work. Y'all see, I'm on my work truck. But look though, let me say this. I respect Coach Prime. Coach Prime is a great coach. I've been watching Coach Prime since he was coaching in his high school days when Shador and then was at Trinity. Like when all they shit was on YouTube. That's like when we YouTubers, like when you a YouTuber, you do YouTube and you watch YouTube. Like like everything is just YouTube for some reason. So it's kind of like I've been watching him coach since then. You know what I'm saying? Before the Jackson State, before the Colorado and all that shit. Like people was like getting hip to Coach Prime coaching when he got the Jackson State job. I was watching him when they was in high school. Now, lately, Coach Prime had responded to a former player that everybody know about the transfer portal. And for some reason, Colorado, Coach Prime, the transfer portal has been a blessing and a curse. Now, a lot of players have, I think like even last year to this year, I think 53 players entered the transfer portal to leave or come to Colorado. Now, it's a player that said some things about Dion, which I think that Dion really shouldn't have responded to. And the reason why I say that is because you have your like, if it was a coach, I can understand. Like even the time when the Colorado State coach said something about Dion. Dion jumped on his ass. Prime jumped on his ass. You feel me? I I stand on that. That's what's up. That's what a coach supposed to do. When it's coach on coach, cool, cool. And if it's like a player, you let the team handle that. You got a veteran team now. Last year was your first year. You got you know what I'm saying. New players do come in each and every year, but like your core has been there. You feel me? So it's kind of like I expected like what Shador did and all the players did. They were supposed to stand on that. That's their coach. They supposed to did what they supposed to do. But for me, I just felt like it was stupid. You feel what I'm saying? And I like for me, I hold Coach Prime to a high standard because you know what I'm saying, he's a winner. That's what he does. He's not a loser. He don't, you know what I'm saying? He's a winner. He's Showtime. He box office. He's everything that you would want in a coach. You dig what I'm saying? But like for you to stoop down and tell a player, oh, you my son going top 5, what you going? I just feel like that's beneath what he gotta do. You feel me? That's just me personally. I'm not saying like if he didn't say something, that's not Coach Prime. If he did say something, that's Coach Prime. Nah, that's not really how I look at it. I just look at it like, bruh, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You like the reason why Shador got that L on his chest is to be a leader. That's when it's the season starts and when it's the off season. And Shador handled it. So I was like, damn, like I ain't really see why Prime had to jump into that. Like I just felt like that was just like a player's type of moment, a player's type of thing. And it's kind of like the narrative around Colorado is everything is about the clicks. Everything is about that was the even if you when we followed the whole season, like we do this shit. I do this shit. Fuck that. I do this shit, bruh. Like I follow sports. The shit that I follow to it a certain extent, like to a certain intensity. Like the whole season was about that first 3 games had the college football world going crazy. Prime had the football. Everybody was going to see Colorado. Everybody wanted to watch Colorado, right? And it was some people that felt like they couldn't wait for the fall of Colorado when they started losing, which they did. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I don't want that to be the theme. Like that's like that Dallas Cowboy shit. Like you hype everybody up and you do this, you do that, but you might win some games, but you don't win the big one, or you not delivering what you say you was going to deliver. And I feel like Prime is one of them coaches that he's going to when he say he's going to deliver something to an organization or to a program, he's going to do it. So that's why I was like, man, like it was kind of Dallas Cowboys to me. Like we shouldn't, like Colorado shouldn't be in the news about some shit like this. It's springtime. It ain't even summertime. It ain't fall. Like it's springtime. If anything, like y'all, like we won 4 games last year. We was actually a bowl. We should have been bowl eligible. If you really look at the team that they had last year, it was a couple games that they lost by 1, 2, 3 points, 1 possession. You feel what I'm saying? Like we was bowl eligible. He should have been bowl eligible his first year. 100%. Prime should have been bowl eligible his first year. But you know what I'm saying? It's his first year. Okay, cool. You didn't have them dogs up front. I guarantee you he got the line now. That's what I'm saying. All this other shit, leave that shit to the players, bro. Your main focus should be like, I'm trying to go double-digit wins. I'm trying to get into the college football playoff type shit. Now we already see how the playoff status going to be. So you should be in there. Even this is your second year at FBS, Division 1. Like it's going to be 6 teams on each side. It's 12 teams going into the college football playoffs. Colorado should be one of those teams. Shador should be in that dance. This is his last year in college football. It would be great to see him, in the college football playoff and duel it out. This year's college football playoff going to feel like a Super Bowl run because you actually have 6 teams on this side, 6 teams on this side. Let's see who the best. Let's play it out. Let's do it. You dig what I'm saying? I gotta get up off here, guys. I gotta hurry up and get back to work. I appreciate everybody that's been in the building. Let me see who was in the chat though. I can't even see your name real quick. Let me see. I don't even know how to pronounce your shit, Hans, but I appreciate you for being in the building. You dig what I'm saying? This is just a little. I'm on my lunch special. You dig what I'm saying? I couldn't like the way the games is set up. I couldn't really like I be having to get up and go to work in the morning and shit, and it'd be like if I do the show respect my perspective. If I do the show off the late night, when I wake up, I really don't be having like the energy I really be needing to really, cause I still gotta get up and do my shorts and shit. I gotta drop videos on Facebook, drop videos on TikTok and shit like that. So like, especially when it's like on the western side of things. Like it was like I think it was two. Like that game came on pretty late. It came on at like 9 o'clock. You dig what I'm saying? So probably tonight for sure, for sure. Respect my perspective. You dig what I'm saying? We'll definitely do the official show. I'll try to see if I can get somebody in there to debate me. You dig what I'm saying? Because that's when I feel like I'm at my best. Even though I like doing the show by myself, I just love doing it with somebody else because it's like I get to debate. I get to, what I'm saying, test my knowledge. I get to get my shit off. You dig what I'm saying? I get it off at a very, very high clip. You dig what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody that came in the building. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you want to know how to like the stream, it should be right here, these three dots, and you can hit the three dots, like the stream. You dig what I'm saying? I'm about to get up out of here. I got like 5 minutes left before I gotta go. So let me get my shit together, y'all. Hey, look though. I watch a whole lot of shows when I'm in my truck. I listen to a whole lot of shows when I'm in my truck. You know what I'm saying? I respect everybody that come out there and get their shit off, talk their shit, and actually know what they talking about, and actually, what I'm saying, do what they do. Don't ever feel like, what I'm saying, I'm disrespecting anybody or anything like that. Like I said, I watch all the shows, if it's ESPN, if it's First Take, if it's Undisputed, if it's All the Smoke, if it's Me Not versus Game, anything that's like sports related, Gil Arena, it's Podcast P, you know what I'm saying, Draymond shit, like Michael Parsons or the Edge type shit. Like I be tuned into a lot of shit. I be driving a lot. I drive just about like 8 hours to 10 hours a day. So like man, I just love all the media and the content that we getting. You dig what I'm saying? Love sports. Y'all already know that. Y'all can tell that shit. You know what I'm saying? Love the music industry as well. Like I said, man, make sure you hit that like button when you in the building. Subscribe to the channel. You dig? I appreciate everybody that tapped in with me. You dig what I'm saying? It's just a little lunch break live special. You dig? You know what I'm saying? So definitely tonight. Most definitely tonight. Respect My Perspective podcast tonight on my channel. Go check it out right now. You dig what I'm saying? Hit the like button to the live. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know what it is, man. I'm gone. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all who all came in the building. You dig?